Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the next Edane 4.6 faction review, and we're gonna go with Lorien. Not my biggest faction. I'm not that great with them, but we shall endeavor. I'm gonna keep this one on the brief side because it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up, but I'm not all that tired, so we'll try to keep this as succinct as possible and go from there, you know? Let's get Silverthorn arrows. So I kind of started this a little bit earlier. I tried to record this before, but it just didn't work out. So we have the brothers Rumil and Orphan. They have the same abilities. They get their heal, move buff, and they can remain hidden. And then for level 10, or level 7, sorry, they get a 50% damage increase, and they can knock over foes. So I mean, pretty good for a scout hero, I'd say. And I will go ahead and say the bloody Silverthorn arrows are so expensive. Oh my gosh, it's insanity. And their power points are kind of lackluster. You get a mystical stream that slows enemies down. You get concealing fog, which makes your guys move 30% faster. Now this one I like. The Elven Wood, it gives your people a mobile ambush spot. They can stealth into the trees and they can come out and fight. And then on top of that, for an extra 2 power points, you can give them like a mobile well. I like that. And then arrow volley, standard. Galadriel gets 20% attack and vision range, speed and damage for a little bit with this power. And you'll have to find her, and it's like this really tiny circle, so you're going to have to kind of pick her out and be good at it. Queen of Twilight, she gets a whole new list of powers for a short time. You got Radagast, he comes in like 6 or so forms. You can only choose one of each, or one. So you can only have one of him active at one time. You get Border Guard of Mirkwood. So at the outpost, you can get the Mirkwood Stronghold. So there's that. It mirrors knowledge. You can permanently, I do mean this, permanently reveal the entire map. Don't know how I really feel about that. And it also reduces spellbook power, or cooldown on all spellbook powers by 25%. And then you got Vengeance of the Horns. They can encircle an enemy and beat the shit out of them. Kind of cut and dry. That I'm not a huge fan of Lorien's powers, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. So with the 2 forges I have right now, Silverthorns are 560 a pop. They are normally 700 a pop. And I'm not a huge fan of this. That is way more expensive than any of the other arrow upgrades, and it makes 0 sense. I don't see a visible difference in Silverthorns rather than, I mean, I guess the only thing is they make your enemy units fly away, you know? So I guess that's that, but I don't see a visible difference. And that is a little annoying, but that also kind of gives me BFME 2 vibes with the old elven arrows and whatnot. I kind of dig it, but I also kind of like, well, I don't know if it's 560 pop good. So you have your Sanctuary, which I believe is required to get Galadriel. And these give you base specific upgrades. You have your healing, like Safe Refuge, is basically turns your entire base into a healing zone. Oh, I have Minas Morgul already. Tasty. I love it. So if I remember right, you could just summon this, at least in the last patch, Edane 4.5, before they fixed it. You can pretty much summon this little refuge in the woods on any bloody tree in the area. And then they switched it to be only for the elven wood tree. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. If you can put it on any tree, then really like no reason to do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and get one Golothrin. So I don't expect these guys to last much longer. And we're gonna go ahead and get Haldir. Haldir kind of stays the same. It's kind of a shocker, isn't it? Not really. Get two. I keep them on their bows, so you know, I like. But Lorien does kind of suffer from a lack of heavy armor. Not very many of their units have heavy armor. It's more about ambush tactics and light strikes and stuff like that. In my field I'm going into, a light strike is a very bad thing. And I refuse to go any further with that statement. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. 8. They have Minas Morgul for sure. There we go. Now we have a mobile healing area. So yeah, they definitely kind of suffer from no heavy armor. I don't know if we're gonna get to the Mirkwood units today. We may. Depends on if you guys are okay with this video being longer than 30 minutes, because it's going to take me a while to get everything I need. I'm going to go ahead and choose it. And here comes the vulture now. We must keep our borders safe. Hi, Mr. Vulture. Yes. You heard me getting a snack and you could not resist. It's okay, we love you, big guy. You really do don't you? Mm-mm. You have manners. We have taught you manners, sir. Oh look, a pattern around. A point. Start. You guys die to these pathetic books. Alright. So next on the list is Celeborn, which, okay. So how do you guys, this brought up kind of a interesting topic. And I know I say interesting a lot in these videos, but I don't know what else to fucking say. Intriguing, I guess, if you will. Now, I want to spoil a little bit of Rings of Power, so if you guys don't want to hear that, go ahead and skip forward in the video. About a minute and a half or so. But I'm a little upset with the episode 7. And, I mean, it's episode 7 out of 8. Which, that's a short season. Granted, the episodes are long, the latest one being, I think, like 73 minutes or so. But that episode 7 did nothing, I don't think. And that was kind of upsetting. And then to come to find out that Galadriel's husband is dead, which is this guy, I think. I think she was referring to him, unless there was another elf named Celeborn. Or at least she thinks he's dead. But I mean, it was just... I have really enjoyed the Rings of Power so far. I just don't want to see it screw it up. And that last episode did literally nothing for me. It was one of those where you could have just cut that episode out and I would have been alright. We could have gone straight to the season finale and I would have been okay. But that's, I mean, some people may have enjoyed it. I'm not enjoying the Harfoots. I don't really care about them. I like the hobbits. I don't really care. I realize that the Harfoots are ancestors to the hobbits, but you know, there's not much I can. I don't really. I just don't care for them. I guess is where I'm going for. I just don't. I don't. I mean, if you guys are enjoying the Harfoot content, that's fine, and hey, go more power to you. I'm just not enjoying it. It's just not me. I mean, I don't take care. You know. Oh, I hate these guys. Yep, let's go ahead and kill them, please. These guys just got demolished. Thank you. Play again. As typical, or at least hopefully, we kind of won't be going to finish the game. Like, we're not going to kill the enemy base or whatnot. I'll do that off screen, but I'll get what we need to do done. We'll go from there. Should have bought pikemen. Pull back, elves. Don't draw attention. Ooh, we could get a Beorning. So yeah, by the way, Rumil and Orphan share experience, and they can also use their abilities at the same time while both of them are selected. So like right now, I could select this ability, Concealed Strike, and yeah, I could strike from the shadows, if you will. But oh yeah, you also can get the Guards of Karis Galathon. Galadon. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to say that. But they're your heroic units. I don't really think I'll have enough. Really kind of just want to go ahead and get going. I don't really want to spoil Rings of Power for anybody, but it well, let's just say that wasn't my favorite. So, and it really sucks because I really enjoyed the series so far. I'm really hoping the finale is going to be absolutely amazing. I don't know how many seasons they have planned, but you know, we shall see. Yes, I am wearing my SDI t-shirt. It's the school I'm going to. I love my school right now. Amazing. You get to learn all kinds of cool shit. Let's go ahead and get Galadriel, the last of the base heroes that we can get. I mean, like, what I mean by that is, like, out of our base. We'll go through her powers. Her powers change when she gets this, so that's going to be, like, a special circumstance, and, I mean, it's not really, like, all that different. She just gets like a destructive tornado. Her attack's a little bit different. I mean, just simple stuff. Simple, but I enjoy doing that. And I may leave some stuff for you guys to explore. Because I mean, what's a little mystery, right? Speaking of mystery, who shot Mr. Burns? Kidding. Or is it no? Who shot Roger Rabbit? There we go. I think. It was before my time. I really have nothing else to go. Oh, let's go ahead and get a minstrel. I don't know why I couldn't call it a bard, but you know, calling it a minstrel just makes it sound. Yeah. A woman's on her cycle. No offense, ladies. I am here for you. For that. That sucks. So I've heard. I obviously cannot experience it. Alright, for Galadriel, we have the Lights of Lorien. After a brief duration, a blazing light breaks through the heavens near Galadriel or any hero with gifts of Lorien on the map, driving fear into the enemy's hearts. Gifts of Lorien. So you can give them, give heroes unique abilities, or not really unique abilities, but improved attributes. Like these two numbskulls get their armor. Galadriel, Haldir gets a blessed arrow instead of a radiant arrow. Celeborn gets his armor, and Legolas gets Bow of the Galadhrim, dealing more damage with his bow, with his arrow abilities. Thranduil gets his armor, and that's about it. So, I mean, it's very beneficial to get Galadriel and give gifts of Lorien to everybody. And then you have any heroes, Radiant Aid. So it's a heal for anybody or any of the heroes who have the gifts. And then White Lady's Banishment throws all units, all nearby units to the ground, deals damage, and robs them of a leadership effect for a medium duration. So that's a really good ability if you're like, if the battle's going poorly and you need to like make a quick exit, I guess, you could do that, and then just pull your units back as fast as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal. Can we kill this troll, please? Like, he is whacking our guys, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Alright. We need Tariel. One of my major gripes about the Age of the Ring, another mod, that... Oh, yeah. So you can only get... Right. Let me finish that first, though. So, one of my major gripes about the Age of the Ring is you can only get... Or the heroes and stuff don't have the movie quotes. Which, to me, I'm not a huge fan of, you know? I like hearing the movie quotes. I can understand if it's like copyright reasons. I still not like a huge fan. But I mean, the Age of the Ring offers a different perspective and a different playstyle. It's more of a open base layout, like you can build anywhere you want. I'm not a huge fan of that. I didn't mind it in BFME 2. I'm not saying I hate it. It's just not my preferred. I like the castle structure a lot better. Alright, let's go ahead and get Grim on. Alright, anyway. White Lady's Banishment, so there we go. And then at level 10, all allied buildings and units on the map are continuously healed for a long duration. Units within the vicinity of any heroes with the gifts of Lorien additionally become fearless and can't be knocked to the ground. Buildings in the vicinity of heroes with the gifts are immune to fire. And let's go with Haldir. You have his move unseen after his, you know, toggle weapon ability, because, you know, he did have a sword and he did have a bow right before he got, you know, F'd. F in the comment sections for our poor elf with the double chin. So the minstrels are different, right? So you can get 3 of them, or more, possibly. Okay. But let's go ahead. So if 1 is singing, you get 10% armor and damage and fear resistance. If 2 are singing, you get an additional 10% armor, damage, and everything. If 3 allies are knocked back, allies also gain knockback resistance and trample resistance, and are additionally, in addition to another 10%. So they're like the ultimate support unit, right? I've just never like found a good use for them, but I could see it. I can see why people would go for it. I definitely can, for sure. We're gonna keep you guys on command group 2. Alright, go ahead and I don't necessarily like using Beornings, because I feel like they die too easy. That's just me. See, I mean, look, 1 swipe from that, and it's just, granted, it is a troll hitting you, so I mean, I can kind of give you a little bit more slack on that. Because I mean, it's a fucking troll who just whacked your head with a club. Yeah, I would be tapping out at that point. That would be my tap out point. I would be crying and going home and just saying, F this, you're not making me. You can't make me, damn it. Let's kill the troll, please. Thank you guys. Alright, where was I? Oh, I was on Haldir. So he gets his move unseen. All units for 30 seconds are camouflaged. Or nearby Haldir. Haldir fires an enchanted arrow at a target, dealing moderate damage and causing all units or all nearby enemy units to cower in fear. And he gets his armor at level 5, so we should already have it. Or sorry, level 6. It's 25% armor and gives allies 30% damage, so there's his leadership. And then at level 10, he gets his border sentry. He can summon some Galathrun to his location, and they will guard the area. So, interesting, to say the least. Too bad that I don't have any command points full. We can do like a separate video on Mirkwood. It's just, it would be like a shorter one. Like a 10-minute video, I guess. I'd play it. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Because, you know, I don't have the command points. Alright, let's go ahead and get Radagast. So, as you can see up here, you get three versions of Radagast. You get him on a sleigh, you get him on an eagle, and you get Radagast himself on foot. I think the eagle is the only one that can give you a heal. I think. Don't quote me on it. But I think. So, I'm not 100% sure, but that sounds right to me. Don't know why. Whoa. Alright, so with this, since it's only a 22-minute video, let's go ahead and destroy some stuff. Let's go ahead and make their lives a little bit miserable. Oh yeah, and for the Malentries, they can get their own, like, unique bonuses, which is very interesting. Okay, we gotta kind of delay, Jesus, Jaren, English, motherfucker. Apparently I don't speak it. You three. Do me a favor, will you? Go ahead and get that outpost. Hi, Tario. I clicked the Mirkwood. I did not. Yeah, too late, we lost the fortress. Man. Oh, that's gonna hurt. No, don't you dare, Yep. Damn it. Hate that. Hate losing. You're the one with the bow, right? No, you're the one with the sword. Okay, we're good. Retreat. Run, damn you. This is, you can get the Mirkwood Fortress. And you get 3 buildings. You can get the troop chamber, Vault of the King, and you can get a well, or I think it's called a wine cellar, where they produce resources for you. So we're gonna go ahead and get the wine chamber. And I mean, I don't really care about. I'm too nutty on the Vault of the King. Actually, I'll go to the troop chamber. I believe all 3 of them can produce resources. I don't know why I think that, but that may be correct. You know, you may have noticed in my Rohan video before the game crashed, and again, sorry for that. I hate that it crashed. So all your units come out of right here. That's like a key thing, I guess, for Mirkwood and Lorien is all your units come out of one like area. You can't like spam 2 different types of units. You just gotta wait for the first one to be done and the second one to go on. So you get Mirkwood swordsman, bowman, pikeman, Stag Riders, and Palace Guards of Mirkwood. And then for heroes, you get Legolas and Thranduil. I may be able to get them. We may be able to do that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pause the video for you guys, and it'll be just like a brief second. I'll come back when we have Legolas and Thranduil. Be right back. Okay. So it turns out I was able to get Legolas and Thranduil. And, yeah. So, let's go through their abilities. Oh, let's go through Grim Beorns. I forgot to get Grim Beorns. Let's go through Grim Beorns first. So he has a shapeshift. He can shapeshift to his human and bear form. Then he has a survival instinct. He heals all ally Beornings. I wish I had remembered that. When we had that one Beorning. He gets his Furious Strike, where he just whacks the shit out of somebody with his axe. He has Beorn's Bees. Like his father before him, he is a master beekeeper. He calls his insect friends to aid him when he needs. Summon several nearby swarms of bees that will damage enemies nearby. Where are you? And then he has Power of the Wilderness. Sorry, I don't know why that's so hard to pronounce. Grim Beorn's Fury cannot be contained. For 20 seconds, he tramples enemies, is immune to arrow, has 100% armor and damage. It lasts for 20 seconds. Alright, Legolas, you got his Knife Fighter. He switches to his knives, and he gains 25% armor, attacks enemies around him. Level 3, he gets his Hawk Strike. We've seen that for years. Elven Eyes, he gets 50% sight range and weapon range and armor. He also can reveal hidden units for a short time, but it cannot be used while activated Knife Fighter. Train Archers, pretty simple. And then Arrow Wind, so he can do that. Then we have Thranduil over here, kicking ass. He has the Elven King of Mirkwood. Nearby allies passively gain 25% armor, and when activated, get 25% damage too. He gets his Arcane Shield, summons a magical barrier around him that absorbs damage. Shield will become depleted after about 10 hits, and then it's regenerated after 60 seconds. It's a passive ability, quite nice. He can gain his Mighty Elk. Then he gets a Shield Wall. Thranduil will also gain 50% armor against ranged attack for the duration of the ability. And then Feasts of Mirkwood. He can get like a mobile heal. Pretty much. And okay, so let's go ahead and put that as the gifts. I'm gonna go ahead and give him his armor, please, and thank you, please, and thank you. Give armor, give the armor. Give him armor, please. Wait, I already gave Celeborn his armor, so we're good on that one. Thank you, sir. Man. Whatever. Alright. So we're kind of whooping their ass right about now.
We must stand against them. We must keep our borders safe. They must all be killed.
Our time grows short. We have much to do. We must not let go of hope.
Sad that my Beorning had died. How dare you, sir? Let's go with that. So pretty much now, all we have to do is win. Oh, let me just go through the vault real quick. So you have Thranduil's mobilization. Basically, you can produce your units a lot faster. They increase the wine cellar production by 25%. You can get manned walkways so that it will fire arrows on it. And this grants nearby allies 25% armor. Also places banner, carries, and everything. So definitely good if you're going to be like fighting around the citadel a lot, or you're going to use it as like a retreat point. So that's one thing I would advise is just going to make 2 more outposts, make life hell for them. Watch out for that fire, sir. Go ahead and summon Radagast. Now, Radagast on his eagle gets a Raven Cry, which they'll fly out of the target area and scout everything in a straight line to that point. and then fly off the map back to their nests. Friends of this guy, he can call other eagles to dive down. Ta-da! And then he gets break the spell, restoring and nurturing. So just a basic heal. So that's that. And you can only use one instance of Radagast at a time. Hello, Grond. How are you today? I'm just gonna pull you guys back to the first Mirkwood outpost. Let's go call to the king.
Their evil ends this day.
The evil ends this day. And let's go troop chamber. And another wine cellar, but I like them resources. So there's still the bug with Grond where you can't, like, all the archers on Grond will continue to fire even after they've, you know, bit it. So it's kind of funny because you'll just sit there and it'll just hit you with fire arrows, just like get fucked, die, you killed me, now I'm angry. But yeah, so that's I've always found that kind of funny. Go ahead and just go get these guys. All this inventory getting them. So yeah, if you're not careful, whoa, we lost one. I'll explain how I was able to get the heroes. You can tell I'm so good at micromanaging. Oh wait, no, here they are. As you can tell, I'm so good at micromanaging, I lost my units. Alright. So now we've pretty much denied them everything. It's got a Malorn tree right there just to have elven dominance. Just get a dicked over. Let's go ahead and give Tweedledee and Tweedledum their fucking armor. Yeah, there you go. Let's... Oh, you don't get your armor. So it's only an instance of... Oh, no, there you go. Just took a second. I was like, they share everything. Why the fuck didn't they share their armor? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to give Galadriel her Storm Queen ability. There we go. See, so she gets 3 abilities. Not dark, but beautiful and terrible as the Dawn. Basically, it's a terror. Calls down magical rain. Let's go ahead and do that. She unleashes tremendous power. Her magical attacks damage all enemies around her. Attacks so other buildings in the vicinity. Why are we retreating? We need to kill these things. Please and thank you. So yeah, I would do this with Siege, but I don't really have the command points to kind of like show off there. So that's just sad. Celeborn gets his Silver Blade at level 2. He gets 25 attack speed and experience. Becomes a Shining Blade when using the Might of the Silver One. Protecting winds, he surrounds himself with a gale that gives him knockback resistance and 25% movement speed, as well as protects against arrows. Squall uses strong winds to pull enemy heroes in a medium radius close to him. Becomes heavy gales when using Might of the Silver One. Might of the Silver One, the all-important power, has the power of foresight and can be can arm himself with knowledge against the future. For 60 seconds, his abilities have stronger effects and should be used in conjunction with other abilities. So this is definitely like a 1-2 punch. If you're like right there at the enemy's gates like we are, then yeah, you can definitely use that and just like fuck shit up. But we're losing men. This is not a good thing. But, I mean, we have the ability. As long as we don't lose our archers, which is okay. We may go ahead and get Quick Beam. Where are you? Quick Beam, and then you. So we do need a little bit of siege, I guess, because the Edain... I mean, the Edain mod isn't, like, hugely... You need siege. Like, as you can tell, I'm doing this on my own without using siege. but it definitely makes it a lot easier to have like a catapult in the background, just bombarding the area. It definitely kind of makes it a little bit easier on you.
Stay focused,
So
elves.
take that with a grain of
Raise a
salt.
hand. Let
So
them
for these yahoos, they get Elven Cloak and get Thorn Arrows. Temporarily fire magical Thorn Arrows, which deal less overall damage than normal, but knock back enemy units. So I mean, it's not really like all that beneficial to use it,
valor will stand.
but I mean, if you really want to, let's see what this ability does. I don't. Okay, we'll just go ahead and use Silver Blade.
Fortunes of the world will rise and fall.
Come on, Quick Beam.
We must stand against them.
I am no tree. Wait a minute. Alright, so for ye old Fangorn, or Freebeard, it's just Rock Throw. He gives leadership to Ents, and he can summon some Ents, which is cool. Quick Beam has his Ent Moot, which he can recruit Ents a lot faster, and he moves faster than other Ents, and does increased damage to single targets. So I mean, it's definitely interesting. These guys are kind of like a neat addition. I can kind of get it. But here we are. We're at the gates of victory, and it only took us about 40 minutes. So I mean, you know. Wow, you guys move slow. Come on, buddy. I know you guys are trees, but let's go. You guys are gonna miss the battle. You guys are gonna miss the battle. And you're missing the battle, bro. It's an L on your part. Alright, so we're gonna give Legolas his Colothran bow. And all's right in the world. Yeah, you guys missed the battle. That's an L on your part.
Let your spirits be strong. Let their presence be unshaken.
Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed the look into the mighty Lorien faction. I'm not the best with this faction, but it is still kind of fun to play. If you guys have any idea on any other things you guys want to see, could be Warzone, could be zombies, could be a number of things. Guys, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. Speaking of comments, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is mandatory. Commenting and liking are not necessarily mandatory. But it definitely does help the channel out. If you guys want to help the channel out, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.